Most graduates are broke. We are broke. Please, what are we supposed to do after graduation? For the girls, are we supposed to marry? Act as though you're busy. Act as though you have a job. It's a depressive period. We're just meant to be depressed. That's all. You have no money. You have no job. You're broke. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. If you're new, seeing this face for the first time, welcome. Make sure you become part of the family and subscribe, like the video. And if you're an OG, welcome back to the channel, babes. Welcome back to the channel, boo. So today's topic is a sit down and talk, a ranting topic that I've been wanting to make for a while, but I don't know. Okay, so we'll just like head straight to it because this is a very important topic, and I think everybody needs to watch this because I know that most of my subscribers are in their 20s, some are still in school, and some just finished school, and some are working probably or whatever. First of all, I want to start by asking, how are you? If you just graduated probably like last year or a few months ago, whatever, how are you? How are you doing? How is postgraduate life? Truthfully, I want you to comment in the comment section how you are. And if you have not graduated yet, comment and tell me what you think or how you think after graduation is going to go for you. Like, what do you think is going to happen? I don't know why people don't talk about this. Like, I know how when you're in school, you have plans, like you go to class, you do this, you do that, everything is just in place. You don't have any, like, the only pressure is going to class, writing your exams, passing it, making mama proud. That is it. But right now, please, what are we supposed to do after graduation? That is a question that I didn't ask before graduating. What are we supposed to do? It is very funny and it can be very depressing because right now, like, before we graduate, everybody we wanted to graduate, even after graduation, we're like, oh, now we're chilling 1 month, 2 months. Now, reality check. What are we supposed to do? You know that right now, part of the reality check is that it's even more difficult asking parents for money because you feel like we I will even say we feel like um we're not supposed to. Now we are adults, we are out of school. What is the excuse for the money? Especially when you have parents that actually like probably struggle to see you through school, and you're not in any monthly or weekly allowance, whatever. It's really difficult because even if you try to lie about things, like, why, how, even it feels weird asking them for money because money for. Okay, then the second thing is fallout from friends fallout. Now, when you're in school with your friends, now after school, it's either some of them are still in school or they graduated with you and they've gone back to wherever they came from, and all of that, all of that, all of that. And if you happen to be schooling in a state where your parents don't live in, it's actually more difficult because most of the time we don't want to go back to our family home that is not in the, because we feel like our lives are in the state where we schooled because we've lived here. Like this is where our adult life actually resides, or most of our adult life is, because you spent like 4 years here, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years here, and going back home to stay is like, why am I going home? Who do I want to go and meet? That is how I feel, or that is how I felt. And as I am now, I'm not even with my parents, because my parents obviously don't stay in the same state where I schooled, because I feel like my life is here right now. Me going back home, who am I going there to see? It's not like I have friends there, or a job waiting for me there, or anything waiting for me there aside my parents. So why? And then you start looking for where to stay, how to cope, because obviously you have no money, you have no job, you're broke. Mostly, I'm not saying that there are not people that don't have the money even without their parents. There are people that are kind of like lucky to have started something while in school, and it's booming for them, and they are getting one or two change, or money, a lot of money, and whatever. They are maybe still busy with it or whatever. But most of the time, most graduates are broke. We are broke. So that is one of the difficulties, like where to stay, how to cope, especially if you're not staying off campus. If you stayed in the hostel during your school days, even when you stayed off campus, who is going to pay the next rent, especially when your parents are not capable of doing that, of continuing that? So you now tend to go home, and then some people become depressed. Even some people that don't go home end up being depressed. I feel like it's a depressive period. We're just meant to be depressed. That's all we're meant to be. Then the thought that, oh, after graduation you're supposed to get a job immediately, it hits you, because sometimes in some schools like federal universities, you don't get your certificate immediately. You have to wait for months before you can even get your certificate to start looking for a job. So while you wait, what are you supposed to do? For the girls, are we supposed to marry? Because some people think, okay, after graduation, after university, are we just meant to get married? I'm like, are we? Because a lot of people do, even though some people get married while in school, a lot of people get married immediately after graduation. They like, a lot of them, they'll be waiting to graduate and they just get married. And others like us that don't have husbands, what are we supposed to do? But I want to ask this question to you guys. Is it necessary? Is it the right way? Is it the right step? Is there any step by step thing when it comes to, oh, how your life is supposed to go? So after graduation we're supposed to get married. I want you guys to talk to me what you think about getting married, girls getting married immediately after graduation. Like, they think they have to get married because that is the next stage of their life. Because I don't believe so. I think you don't have to if you don't want to. Some people are pressured into doing that, and some people think they don't have any other thing doing, so they just have to get married. I'm not saying it's wrong, but if that is not really what you want, then don't do it. Don't be pressured into getting married, because actually that's not the next stage. That is not. You can get married whenever you want to, whenever. If you can even get married before university, nobody cares. So yeah, so it's like we used to have plans about how our lives was going to go, how after this we are going to do that, after this, at this age we are going to do that. But now it's like confusion. Like, what is happening? I'm jobless, I'm not doing anything. I wake up in the morning, I go back to bed, and I repeat, rinse and repeat. What's supposed to happen? Even people that have little things that they do are also you know, in the same, you know, we're all in the same group. But I just want you to know that you're not alone. We're all in this together, and you should not feel too alone. So I am going to like be giving us steps, because this is me also talking to myself. These are the steps I've been taking since after graduation, and these steps will help whether you've just graduated, or you are going to graduate soon, or you are even in your first year, so that you know these things, so that reality doesn't hit you by the time you graduate. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So the first thing I would like to say is to have a routine. It doesn't matter how simple it is, or how, you know, boring or whatever. Just have a routine. Have something doing. Do something. Don't just wake up in the morning and just go to bed. Have a morning routine. Don't wake up whenever you like. That is because you're jobless. No. You have to act as though you're busy. Act as though you have a job. It's not when you get a job that you start acting like you have a job. I don't know if you get me. Like when you like me personally, I wake up around 5 or 5:30. I say my morning prayers, I journal, I brush, take, get ready for the gym, go to the gym, come back, make breakfast, read books. Like that you've graduated doesn't mean you can't read books. Read books. Just have a routine. Know that after this, you're going to do this. After this, you're going to do that. So that you don't have the time to get depressed. You don't have the time to get to remember that you're jobless. Have a routine. I'll add get busy to it. Since you don't have a job, get online courses, take online courses, read books, um educate yourself on things you know nothing about before, learn a skill. There are a lot of things to do. There are a lot of things to do. Now you have the time. Now we have the time, the little time we have before our life gets too busy. Learn, you know, pack yourself with skills. Get online courses. You could say, oh yeah, it requires money and all of that. It's not bad. First of all, I'll give you two different ways you can get money. One, from your parents. Most of the time we think that our parents will not want to give us money for anything since we've graduated. We kind of put the pressure on ourselves that we're supposed to be taking care of us. That is a lie. You can ask your parents for money. They will give you. Most of the time they will. Wherever you think you can get money, just get the little money you're getting. Just get online courses, take them, you know s- as many, know what you're interested in, and start learning. Learn and learn. Be good at it. Monetize it. That is how you can start making money on your own. Don't be jobless. You have to employ yourself. That is another point. Employ yourself. Whether you want to start a small business, no matter how small, even if it requires starting with 10,000, there are some businesses you don't even need to start with a lot of money. There are businesses that you don't even need to start with any money, like drop shipping. You can merge with a bigger business, a big business, or a small business, and drop ship with them. So you can take courses, maybe any course you want to take, and monetize it. Look for jobs that you can, online jobs or whatever, remote jobs that you can apply these skills into. Get better at things about yourself that you need to improve on. Like example, you think it's not important, like doing your own makeup. It is something, I am telling you. As a girl, probably you've been in school, you don't have time, you don't know how to do your makeup. This is the time. Learn how to do that makeup. You might even find out that you have interest in makeup, and you can even start doing other people's makeup, monetize it. So that is it. Don't just wake up in the morning waiting for job to land. on your lap, or you're waiting for your school to finally give you your certificate so that you can start looking for white collar job. Sometimes people think that once you're not doing a 9 to 5 job, you're not doing anything. That is a lie. Some people sit like this, I'm sitting, and they're home, lie down, and they're making money. You don't have to like me. I don't want to. I don't want to work for no man. So yeah, that is that. The next tip is to get to know yourself better. This is a time for you to actually be alone, for you to actually be on your own, know yourself better. Like, since I graduated, there are a lot of things I've learned about myself that I didn't even know before. That I'm giving myself the me time that I require, that I want, that I've been craving. So right now, I just like it has actually helped my mental health. It has actually helped me to grow. It has actually helped me to mature more, because now I know myself. I know what I want. I know what I can do in every situation. I know how to react in everything. I know that this is how I react to this. This is how I react to that. And now I know myself better. Like, I have taken the time to like know myself, because right now I stay on my own most of the time, because most of my friends are not even here. They've gone back to wherever they came from. That is the friends fallout I'm talking about, because most of the time we talk on phone. So most of the time I spend my time on myself, and that is the best thing. Now that you have the time, get to know. A lot of people don't know themselves, but they think they know themselves, but they don't, because they actually don't spend time with themselves. It's not being lonely, it's just being alone by yourself, to yourself, knowing yourself, giving yourself the me time that you deserve. It's not every time you're with this person, you're with that person. If you're not with anybody, you're useless. That's what people think. Get to know yourself better. Get to know what you want. Get to know what you like, what your favorite things are. Get to know your soul, your soul. Give yourself the time. Treat yourself good. Go on solo dates by yourself. Go see a movie by yourself. Make new friends that align with what you want for yourself. Consciously make friends. That is what I tell myself now. Now I'm consciously making friends. I'm not just, like in school, you just get into a department, and your department people become your friends, or your roommates become your friend automatically. Now you're consciously making friends. You're consciously targeting people that you want to be in your life, because this is a very serious time. It's not like every other time in your life is not serious, but this is a very, very serious time. So yes, spend it. Be lonely. Yes, even if it means to be lonely, be alone, but be busy with yourself. Now I want to talk about improving yourself, which is actually part of that having a routine. It's just a part of it. But now I want to like talk on it more. Like, now that you have the time, now that we have the time, this is the time to actually improve on yourself mentally, especially mentally. Like I said, reading books, high value books that will actually help you to mature more, that will help you to see things differently, that will help you grow. And then you try to, like, right now I'm even trying to like learn a lot about the world I live in, because there are things that I do not know. Like, there are countries I did not know exist. Like, where is this country located? You would think they are simple, but these are things you're supposed to know. These are things that you're supposed to be good at. You're supposed to know. So now that you have the time, you're not reading academic books. Better yourself. Learn about things that you have no idea existed. Read high value books. Go to the gym, work on your body, be fit, stay fit now that you have the time. Because after now, because the thing is, if you start doing these things now, by the time your life gets busy, it's easy for you, it's easier for you to incorporate them into your daily activities. That is the truth. And that is why I don't slack. I don't want to get, I do. I don't want to be I do. I act as though I have a job. I wake up early as if I have a job, because I don't want to start learning these things when I finally get busy. That would be too difficult for me to do. But now that I already have these things in motion, by the time, no matter how busy my life gets, no matter what I start doing later, it's going to just incorporate I'm going to just incorporate all these things into it. It's going to be very easy for me to do. So that's why you need to do that. Okay, this, I would have said this very, like, before. I It was supposed to be the first tip, but it is: have a plan before you graduate. Have a postgraduate plan, even if it doesn't work out, but just have a plan. Have plan A, plan B, plan C of what you're going to do. Actually, even though you don't have a job, just have a plan, so that once you graduate, you don't have to start thinking of, oh, let me do this one, oh, let me do that one, let me do that. Have a plan, know what you want, know what you're going to be doing. Even if you don't have a job, even if you don't get anything doing, know what you're going to do that is going to benefit you, either financially or mentally, physically, whatever. Just have a plan. Even if at the end of the day the plan doesn't work out, just have a plan. Then the next thing I'll talk about is networking. Right now, even as you don't have a job, like I said, like when I talked about consciously making friends, network as much as possible. There is going to help you. The people that you're going to meet now, the people that you're going to associate yourself with, are people that are supposed to be of help to you, are people that are supposed to be beneficial, are people that are supposed to add value to your life, not just anyhow people. So network as much as possible. I'm even talking to myself about this because I really don't like people, but I'm trying. I am trying. So yeah, network. And if there's anything you want to start doing, even if it's not actually going to give you money, just start doing it. If it's not going to give you money immediately, start doing it. As time goes on, you get better at it, you get good at it, you monetize it. Just as this YouTube channel is, I haven't YouTube hasn't started paying me yet, but I know that it's going to pay me, and I am doing it, and I am trying to be consistent, and it's going to pay. If there's anything you want to do, maybe a business or a skill, whatever, just learn it, do it. Just do anything you want to do. Now is the time. This is the time to make mistakes. Make the mistake, start again, repeat, rinse until you get it right. Simple. Simple. Ask for help. Ask your parents for help. You're not working. You're not working. So that pressure that you put on yourself, sometimes our parents just want us to talk, but you're not talking. You're not talking. That you're out of school doesn't make you automatically a millionaire or billionaire or someone that has it all figured out. We are all trying to figure it out. So don't think you're alone, or don't think you're you're useless, or even though the depression comes, it will surely come, whether you're mentally strong, or you're mentally fit, or you're busy, or whatever. That depression is to come once in a while. So if you need to cry, cry. But what I will tell you is, as much as you cry, pray too. Pray as much as you cry, even more than you cry, because prayer is the key. And that is where this video is going to end. But I'm not saying you should pray and go and lie down in bed. Pray and get busy with yourself. Pray and get busy with yourself. So I hope you learned one or two things from this video. I just, I just felt we need to hear this, because nobody talks about it, and I don't know why. I'm here to rant. So I hope you learned something from this video, and comment down below how this your whether you graduated 10 years ago. Just let us know how your postgraduate life is going or went, and if you have more tips you can share, or any tip that you think actually got to you, you can let me know in the comment section. Or if you have any questions for me, you can let me know in the comment section. So I hope you've liked the video. I hope you've subscribed to the channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.